Hello and welcome to Focus First, the podcast reminding students that real progress begins with clarity. I'm your host, Manoj Vora, and today's episode is called Graduating with Purpose.
Hi everyone, I'm Ria, and I'm honestly excited to be here, Manoj sir. I love the topic because I keep seeing all these posts about hustle culture and, side gigs and learning everything at once. Sometimes it just makes me dizzy.
Exactly, Ria. These days, you can't scroll for even a minute without hearing that you should do more, learn more, earn more. There's this flood of online courses, projects, certifications, almost like a buffet, right? Too many choices, and somehow you feel like you're always behind.
That's so true. I literally have, I think, like 5 unfinished online courses sitting in my inbox. I get excited for each new one and then poof, I forget to complete any of them. It's like there's this constant fear of missing out, but also a fear of getting stuck.
It's very common, and I've seen it in every generation of students and professionals. Let me be honest, when I was starting out, the temptation to try everything was always there. I mean, at one point, I was juggling customer service, finance, and retail jobs all while preparing for exams. And I thought, okay, maybe if I just do more and more, I'll figure out the right path.
Did you figure it out that way? Or was it more confusing after a point?
Actually, Ria, what helped wasn't doing more, but finishing something, seeing it through, observing what I learned and what I hated. I realized that every time I'd complete even one project or course properly, I gained clarity. Like, truly finishing gives feedback you just can't find in the middle.
I've never thought about it like that. We treat graduation like a boring requirement. But you're saying it's actually a practice ground for learning how to focus. And how to, what? Close the loop?
Beautiful description. Yes. Your graduation, your coursework, they are not just hurdles, they're your personal lab. A space for experimenting with focus, making mistakes, iterating, and learning what it's like to bring something to conclusion. Finishing even a basic project can sometimes teach more than starting 10 new ones.
But I feel like every time I try to focus on just one thing, I start worrying. Should I be learning something else right now? Am I falling behind? Like, there's always this pressure to diversify skills.
That's the paradox, isn't it? In chasing everything at once, we risk ending up with a lot of half finished tasks and not enough actual progress. Intentional learning is about choosing your battles, knowing why you do something, and not being afraid of missing out on every opportunity. Sometimes, choosing is the most powerful step you can take.
So, if I get you right, the act of graduating or completing even a small project is like training your focus muscle. And that's what really sets you up for clarity later on. It's not about having a packed CV, but about learning how to finish strong whatever you pick, right?
Absolutely, Ria. When you learn to finish something with care, even just one thing, you develop trust in your own process. It's the foundation for bigger things later: jobs, research, business, whatever it may be. And clarity, as you just said, comes from that cycle of choosing, sticking with it, and learning from experience, not from scattering yourself everywhere.
Thanks, Manoj sir. That's really reassuring actually. Sometimes you just need someone to say it's okay to focus and finish, especially in a world that keeps shouting at you to do more.
Absolutely. And remember, graduation is not the end, nor is it a mindless race. It's a launching point for lifelong clarity and meaningful progress. If you can finish something well here, you'll be surprised how much further you can go afterwards.
Well, I'll try to keep that in mind this semester. Thanks for the reminder, sir.
Thank you, Ria. And thank you to everyone listening today. We hope you found something useful in this conversation. We'll be back soon with more real talk about learning and life. Till then, stay focused and don't be afraid to finish what you start. Goodbye, Ria.
Bye, Manoj sir. Bye, everyone. Take care and see you next time.